Hello everybody, Brigit here. So I'm doing this prom and evening look because I do know that it's prom season for most of you. Unfortunately, I'm homeschooled, so I don't get prom, but I hope that you enjoy this tutorial anyway. Of course, we'll be starting out by priming our eyelid. I'm using the MAC Painterly Paint Pot, but you can use whatever you have on hand. It really doesn't matter all that much. Then with a fluffy brush and a cool chestnut brown, we will be blending this all over our eyelid, but just a little bit over the brow bone. With the same brush and this bluish purple, we will be making a V form into our crease and the upper lash line. Now you can make this color as intense or as mild as you want it, but please remember to blend. With evening looks especially, you would like to have soft lines because they're softer, obviously, and it creates more of a feminine look. Then with a fluffy angled brush and the same brown we used before, we will be shading in the lower lash line. Then with a highlighter, we will be adding this to the inner corners and the brow bones. This will add more dimension to your eyes as well as making you look more fresh-faced. Then with mascara, you will just apply this liberally to your lashes. I'm using the Maybelline Rocket Volume Lash is mascara in brown black, and the reason I'm using a brown is because that will intensify the color of blue and green eyes. I usually leave my brows bare, but if I'm going out, I like to fill them in a little bit. So using a side stroke, we will be just lightly filling in our brows. Then with a lifter, we will be just gently putting that on the outside of our brow arc. Now with a moisturizer, I'm using the Trader Joe's one. Just add a pea amount to your skin, mainly because I don't have a primer, and also my skin gets super dry and flaky, so this always helps to help foundation to adhere more. Now obviously, if you couldn't tell, I have acne, so using a concealer I will be putting on my war paint, and I'm just using a unedited clip of this because I find it hilarious about how much I put on and just what I look like when I have it on. I'm sorry, this always cracks me up when it's funny how much it actually is like war paint, kinda sorta. Now I do know this concealer looks really light on my skin, but it actually blends in very well, and with acne I have very red skin, so it will blend in very nicely. Then with my hands I will just be massaging this into my skin, making sure not to leave any excess lines. Hopefully. Alright, so unfortunately I didn't have a very good clip of the actual product, but this is the Revlon Airbrush makeup. It's a mousse, and it's really, I haven't been using it all that long, but I like it. It's pretty light coverage, but you can build it up without looking too cakey. Just be careful. Then with the L'Oreal True Match Mineral Makeup in an obviously other cap, we will be going in and just kind of setting this face. Now I always try and use foundation as my setting powder because I have acne which never wants to actually be covered, and it's very annoying, but I find that this does help create a more even finish. Now with a bronzer and a fluffy brush, we will be just putting that on the edges of our faces. Now I know a lot of people put it over their nose, but personally I only put it on the outside rim of my face because it helps contour the face, and I actually really like my pale skin. I don't mind it. I don't really tan anyway, so I guess I just have to live with it. So yeah, embrace your pale skin, ladies. Then with the contour, I will just be gently contouring my cheekbones. Now again, with evening looks, you want to keep everything clean. So even with the highlighter, you don't want to add too much. But I'm just going over the bridge of my nose, because that's not the bridge. Just the length of my nose, because I have a bigger nose, and this will just help lift it a little bit and make it look slimmer. And then back with the fluffy brush, and this purplish-ish blush, we will just be adding that to the cheeks, lightly, hopefully. Then with your favorite lip balm, mine is EOS Tangerine, and a lip liner, we will be, of course, lining our lips. Try to be very precise with this. You don't really want to go outside the line of your lips, but you can go on the very outside. Now, definitely when using a lip liner, go in and color in all of your lip, especially when using a darker color like red, because over the period of the night it will wear off. There's almost nothing you can do. And having a red liner over your entire lip will make it look like your lipstick hasn't worn off, because there'll be that color. Now I'm using Snow White from NYX, or NYX, whatever you want to call it, and just liberally, again, cover your lips with that. Now, personally, I like red lips, but I also know that this can be a little bit harsh, so using this Paris Pink from, again, NYX, this will give us a nice baby pout, which will give you a lighter finish. Alright, well that's basically it. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and I hope you have a wonderful prom. Stay fiery, girls!